Hey guys, it's Aubrey with Muttley Plans. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day today. I'm doing a little bit different with my currently ink. I don't know what I'm going to ink these 6 pins up with yet. And I thought it would be kind of fun to write down like all of my samples and my bottled inks that I have in my collection. And basically do kind of a drawing for each pin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up a pin and then draw a paper. I mixed them all in off camera and stuff, and just kind of see. I feel like this will be a really cool way for me to maybe put inks in a pin that I otherwise wouldn't put in that pin, if that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep these here, that way you know I didn't cheat, and then I am going to pull a pin. So the first pin that I'm going to choose an ink for is going to be my Natami. It is clear and rose gold and it's got a fine nib. I love this pin. It's a great writer. It's one of those pins. You can get it on Amazon for about 25 bucks. Really good option. Does not tend to have evaporation issues. Pretty great pin. So for this pin, oh, I'm nervous. Okay, I don't know why. All right, I am going to do... I've had this in that pin before. Ugh. Okay, so Australis Rose. So that's going to be a Robert Oster pin. And hopefully this is, let me make sure I'm in frame. Oh, I just shook everything. I'm sorry. So, gonna put that there. This one's going to be Robert Oster's. I'm just going to bump the desk a little. It's fine. Don't mind me. Australis Rose. My next one is going to be this Jin Hao tin. And I believe this is pearl white and gold. So, for this one, let's go deep. Let's go for this one right here. And... I think I've had this one in this pin too. I am not doing well. So this is Infinity Black. I forget the actual name or the creator of this, but don't worry, I'm gonna have swatches come on here in a moment with all of these inked up, and then, you know, I'll do my normal currently inked. All right, so my next one is my Esterbrook Esty, and I'm going to move this up just a smidge. My Esterbrook Esty in Botanical Garden. All right, let's see. I'm not doing well, guys. So we'll go with, okay, Galeforce Green. So I will do Galeforce Green in this one. My next one is my Franklin Christoph, or no, I always want to say this is my Franklin Christoph, but it's not. It's my Edison Beaumont. So, what am I going to get for this one? Let's go with this. This one. All right. Oh, I'm going to mess this up. Ooh, okay. I have inked this up before. You've seen it, but I'm kind of excited about it. So, it's Roshiuku's Tsusuji. I'm not very good at that, but that's what we're gonna go with. And you can correct me in the comments if you would like. All right, next one is going to be my Twisby. Ooh, it's got water in there still. But anyway, my Twisby Echo in Espresso Bronze. And I usually do like a brown ink, but let's see what I come up with. Oh, let's see. And Megalodon. And then last but not least, I've got my beautiful, wonderful Franklin Christoph. Oh, I almost dropped all of my water on the table. That would have been sad. This one looks like it's begging for it. So what am I gonna get? Okay, see. Wow. So this is kind of funny, this lineup, because I've used these two in this pen before. I've definitely used every single one of these inks. So you'll probably see this little fun game in a month. Again, to where I can just pick, because I mean, it's fun. I think this is a great way to explore my pen and ink collection. Oh, that was probably bothering somebody. Without me like being biased by color of the pen, color of the ink, stuff like that. So I'm actually kind of excited about this. I'm a little not excited about this Infinity Black one, but I do remember actually enjoying this combo with Infinity Black. It's just that I already have a clicky pen, my Majan, this one right here. I believe it's an A2 or an A1. I always forget, but the one with the metal body. And I keep this inked up with black ink. But I'm excited to see what this month holds. So I'm going to hop off here real quick and ink these up, and then I will hop back on to do my regular currently inked. Okay guys, so I really quickly did not stamp this month's, oh, let me move my water, currently inked. As you can tell, I just did like a Roy G. Biv thing that did not work out like I thought it would, but we're just gonna roll with it. So yeah, let's swatch these and yeah, talk about them a little bit. So per usual, I am using my glass dip pen. It is a Jacques Urbain in the color black. I really like this. My husband bought it for me for about $25, and it makes swatching so much easier. So, first up, I am going to do my pinks first. So this one I am actually super excited about. It is a Pilot Roshiuku ink. It's this, and I'm going to slaughter it. I'm so sorry. But Suji. I really like this. I actually got this off of AliExpress. I don't know if it's still available or not. Somebody in my comments of one of my videos when I was talking about it had mentioned that this ink had actually been discontinued. I did not check to see if that was true, but I'm gonna go ahead and trust the commenter. If you are wanting this ink, because I mean it's gorgeous, then I don't know, maybe check for it now rather than later in case it is discontinued. So I have that in my Edison Beaumont, and this is my 1.1 stub, and I don't think I've ever been so excited to ink up my 1.1 stub with an ink before. So that surprised me when I pulled that and I saw what ink it was. And this pen, which, I mean, if you've been around, then you know 1.1 stub, I don't need more than one. I'm not a fanatic about them, yada yada. But when I pulled this ink, I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that combo before? Because I love the way this ink looks, and the thought of having it in a thick nib, yes. Just yes. It's, yes. So anyway, this is my Edison Beaumont. Seeing it all. And I'm just going to put Edison B to make it, you know, better or faster. And it's going to be Roshiuku. And the color is, I'm not even gonna try, guys, because I'm sure some of y'all's ears are bleeding from me trying to pronounce it. So yeah. But this is it. I'm super stoked about it. I'm gonna go ahead and save future me a couple of problems and put IPC here beside it, because if you tune in later this month for my currently inked review, then you will see what I do with that. It's basically my rating system for my pen and ink combinations. But yes, I can't tell you how excited I am about this combo. So yes, we'll see if it lives up to what I'm thinking in my head it will. But anyway, so here's my Edison Beaumont. It's a 1.1 stub nib, and it's got this beautiful ink right here in it. All right, one down. The next one that I'm going to do is my other pink. This one I'm a little less excited about, just the ink, not the pen. I love the pen. Mainly because I have had this inked in this pen before. This is my Natami pen. It is inked with Robert Oster Australis Rose. And actually I've inked up this ink so much that look how much I have in this bottle. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to swatch it, or I may have to like steal from my pen to swatch it, because that's like, I'm digging deep. But this is my other pink. And it's a very pretty dusty, like pink brown type deal. Okay, it's swatched. This ink, I guess I have a love-hate relationship with, if that makes sense, because sometimes I love it, sometimes I'm in the mood for it. Other times I'm like, oh gosh, this again, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, this time it was a, oh gosh, this again. This is my Natami, and it's in clear and rose gold colorway. It's got a fine nib on it. It's a great little writer. I like it a lot. It's comfortable even for long form journaling. And it's only like, it's less than 30 bucks. You can't beat that. It does not have evaporation issues that I know of. And so yeah, if you're looking for something that's cheap, on the cheaper end, then this is your pen. I almost said this is your person. This is not my person. My person is currently playing old school RuneScape about 4 feet from me, and he is completely oblivious right now that I'm talking about it. Anyway, so this is Robert Oster, Australis Rose. And I'm going to do future me a favor and put my little ratings here. Honestly, it's not fair to put this ink by this one up here, because I like this ink quite a bit. But that is that one, and it is a cute little combo, so maybe this will be the month that I like it quite a bit. I tend to flip-flop with this ink personally. It writes well, like it's not even that. It's just, yeah. I don't know how to explain it. All right, so the next one, we're going to transition into our greens. So I've got 2-ish, 3 that may be classified as greens. This one's for sure a green, which is funny because I'm pretty confident I've had this inked up before, but this is my Franklin Christoph. It's got a broad nib. I love broad nib. And it is inked up with Robert Oster's Oklahoma City. So if you don't know, I do live in Oklahoma. I live about an hour and a half from OKC, give or take, depending on where we need to drive to. And so naturally I had to get my hands on a sample of this ink. I like it okay. I'm waiting for my husband to ink it up in one of his pens to see if he likes it. If he likes it, I'll get a bottle. If he's not a huge fan of it, I'll probably just stick with getting like, you know, little samplers for however long I feel like it. Because I'm not confident I would use a whole bottle of this throughout my lifetime. Then again, probably everything I have a bottle of currently, still wouldn't use it in my lifetime. But anyway, yeah. So my Franklin Christoph, this is my one of my top pens. I would say this is my favorite. It's my most comfortable writer. It'd be hard to choose between this and my SD, but I think this would win. Because this definitely has like and I'm just going to end that right there. It's Franklin Christoph in a broad nib. And it's the O2 model in the colorway Sage. I don't think I said that. And this is Robert Oster. And this is showing out today. Maybe it heard me talking about how I didn't want a bottle of it. But it is looking really good, actually. Not quite as in love with it as I am Van Damen's Hummingbird Wing, but it's nice. It looks like it's gonna, interesting. Anyway, and this is Oklahoma City. Apparently, there's a few inks that are Oklahoma, like Oklahoma was the basis for it or whatever, so I would really like to get my hands on those other inks. I looked them all up at one point, and then silly me, I didn't write them down. But yeah. Anyway, so Franklin Christoph, and it's my Robert Oster Oklahoma City. I've got it in this little sample right here. Yeah, I'm liking this combo, and this is really crazy for a blind draw. I was expecting, honestly, something like that combo. So that's pretty neat. Moving on, I'm gonna just move this up just a squidge. The next one I'm going to do is technically not, but it's got a greenish tint. I don't know. You can let me know how you feel about it, but it's my Twisby Espresso Bronze, and I have it inked up with my one and only Birmingham Pen Co., and it's Megalodon. So I got this sight unseen. Well, not sight unseen. I saw swatches online, so let me not lie to you. But I got this because I was like, I have a thing, especially when I was younger, like I was obsessed with sharks. And so I saw this and I was like, oh, I've got to get that. And so I did, because I'm an adult and I have my own money. So I can do what I want with it, right? Anyway, I like it. It's kind of like a gray-green is what it looks like to me. Like you can see it's definitely got that sharky. I see where they went, shark with it, Megalodon. But it's definitely like, it's got green vibes to it, but it's also gray. It's interesting. So this is my Twisby. And look, as it's laying down, it looks like it's super close to this, not Franklin Christoph, but Oklahoma City. And I'm just going to put Twisby Bronze. And this is in a medium nib for Twisby. I will say, and I've said it before, this one is medium, but it writes very thick for a medium. So It's not quite a broad, but it's definitely a little thicker than, I don't have a medium nib to show you actually, another one. But yeah, so it writes thick, and I think it's because of the bronze coating would be my guess. And this is Birmingham Pen Co. I really like the look of their inks. I just don't, I've only ever tried the Megalodon. Because I'm nervous to commit to a whole bottle of anything. Oh, I misspelled Megalodon. What a goof. All right. There. But I'm just a little nervous to commit to a whole bottle of their ink. Just because bottles are big. Like, honestly, if I could just get bottles that were about this size, I'd feel a lot better about life. But instead, like, you've got these Ferris wheel press ones that I will actually, this one I might actually use the whole bottle on. But you know what I mean. Like, you get a lot of ink, which is good. It's just, I'm trying really hard to be very careful with my collection because, you know, there's always going to be the next best ink, you know, and so yeah. Anyway, I'll stop. I'll hop off of that little train. Next one is it says it's green. I think it's a liar. You let me know. But it's Ferris Wheel Press Galeforce Green, and I inked it up in my Esterbrook Esty Botanical Garden. It says it's green. It's blue. It is just like, I can't, since I've gotten it, it's kind of ticked me off a little bit. I didn't even get a whole lot of it to begin with. I got it in an ink swap like almost a year ago. But where is the green in this? Where is the green in it? I'm like, I think they want me to just use my imagination. But anyway, this is Galeforce Green, aka blue. But anyway, yeah, it's blue. It is. Anyway, so Galeforce Green by Ferris Wheel Press, and it's in my Esterbrook Esty. Botanical is the colorway, Botanical Garden. And then it is in a fine nib, and this is such a comfy pen. I'm going back to school, and I've been playing around with just inking this Esty up with black ink, which I hate because I'm like, oh, I want all the colors. But going back to school, I know I'm going to be taking a ton of notes, and I know that this is comfy. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided. And I'm going to put Botanical. I don't know if I spelled that right. And then it is inked up with Ferris Wheel Press, and it is Galeforce Green. And helping future me out. All right, there we go. Galeforce Green, blue. And yeah, it's a very, I think the most interesting thing about it, honestly, is that it has a little bit of sparkles if you look at it. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. The last one is Private Reserve Infinity Black, and just let me check and make sure I'm in frame. Yes, I am. Okay, cool. Ah, shook it. I don't know what I did. Anyway, Private Reserve Infinity Black. It's funny, I have inked this pen up. It's in my Jinhao White and Gold, Jinhao 10. I have actually had this inked up in that pen before, and I think it's my only time that I inked it up. I did enjoy it. It's like it says it's black, but you know, I think it's a bit of a liar, but it's less of a liar than Galeforce Green. But anyway, because when you layer it on, it like becomes this purpley black, and it is fun to write with. I do like it. I don't think I would buy any, because honestly, every time I get those sample packs from Van Ness and stuff, they always throw in like a black ink in this. I can't remember if it's 6 or 8 vials, but either way, like when I get the mystery samples, they always throw in a black, and so I'm never hurting for black. So, and this is a Jinhao. I'm just writing J10 because I am lazy. And then this is by Private Reserve. Oh, this is a fine nib as well. And then it is Infinity Black. It always makes me think of Buzz Lightyear. Because, you know, to infinity and beyond. Maybe it's a little late for me to be doing a video, but anyway. Okay, so future me thanks me, current me, for doing that. And that's it. So this is my color palette. Honestly, it doesn't look very exciting, but I think I'm super excited about this one. That's probably my biggest excitement, honestly. It's like God knew I was going back to school, because all of these look like going back to school colors for me to take notes with. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see how these turn out. Yeah, let me know in the comments, what was your favorite color? What was your favorite combo, pin, anything? Just let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!